Hello, students, and welcome back for part 3 of the Bobcat orientation, the first 3 weeks. Now, as promised, we're going to talk about student technology accounts, and let me tell you, as a student today, you have it a lot easier than I did, because back in my day, you had a student number that was used for a login, and then a password, and then another username and password. And today, thank you to our IT department, they have implemented what's called SSO. Single sign-on authority. And that means that you will use the same username and password for absolutely the majority of things that you'll do on a daily basis. So let's dive right in and take a look. So first of all, log in successfully to your COCC account. What we're talking about here is logging into your Bobcat account. So let me show you a quick example of this. I'll bring over a browser here. There we go. I've logged into COCC. I've clicked on employee login. It's going to be the same for student login. And here is my Bobcat web account. So if I go ahead and click on that Bobcat web account, what you'll see right here is the single sign-on authority. Now, I use a password manager and would encourage you to do the same. And that is to use a password manager and create a very long, complex password for your single password that you'll use. So what it does is it goes out to this site, it authenticates me, and it puts me right in. Let me get that over there just a little bit. It puts me right into my Bobcat account. It'll work for you just the same. So we'll look at talking about how to navigate Canvas. I'm going to bring up one of my courses as an example. Bobcat Web we just logged into. We'll look at checking your COCC email. Again, if you noticed when I logged in, it used my COCC email address as my username. So I already know that. It's going to be even easier. We'll quickly and briefly look at where you would download Office 365 and where you can get technical support. So for technical accounts, one login, like I said, with the single sign-on authority. Your username is your email. Your password, you want a complex password. And the reason why I say that, folks, is because when we talk about logging into your Bobcat web account, you're going to be provided, especially if you're on financial aid, some financial information, and you don't want anyone getting your financial information that you're providing, or information if you're having financial aid transferred to your bank account, you're putting that information in. We don't want anyone accessing that account. So all 4 of these will be accessed with that single sign-on authority. How lucky you all are, let me tell you. So student login, COCC email, this is the way to get it. Also, you can download the Outlook app and set it up to get your email that way on your computer or smartphone, both Mac and PC. Okay, great student resources out there. Make sure you go out and look at these resources that are available to you under the student account. Advising registration, academic support. You are going to be supported here at COCC. So let's talk and focus a little bit on your COCC email. You want to use your @cocc.edu email for everything you do on campus. You'll find that instructors are going to require you use that to communicate with them. We certainly as instructors can't keep everybody's unique email. So you want to make sure that you're checking your email at least once a day. You might get information from financial aid, other departments on campus that might be helping you with things, definitely from your instructors. Now, let me bring up a good point, which is never, ever, ever is anyone at COCC going to ask you to provide your username and password in an email. We'll talk more about phishing, but just be careful. And no one's ever going to ask you for that. If you get an email that does, it is not legit. Even, by the way, if it comes from an @cocc.edu account. Okay, that means that account may have actually been hacked and somebody's using it to try to fool you. We talked about downloading the Outlook email app on your phone so you get notifications on your computer. Important messages, as we talked about. Just make sure you're checking it on a regular, if not daily, basis. And I do suggest a couple times a day. When we talk about writing an email, we want to practice professional email writing, as you're going to have to do when you enter your career. we expect that here as well. So make it brief. Make sure the subject line details what the message is about. My students are required to put their course number, like CIS 120, in the subject line so that their emails are redirected to a priority class folder. Start the greeting with something professional. Write the email. Make sure it's short and sweet and to the point. Y'all know how many emails we all get on a daily basis, so we can help everyone by writing clear, concise emails. You want to make sure that you have a signature line, okay? And I do not personally suggest that you put anything but your name, your title. In this case, maybe you're a student. Don't put your 82 number in there. Not a good idea to give out any personal information in the signature line of your email, okay? Allow 1 to 2 days response. Again, just check with the instructor. Normally, they'll give you an expectation of how long before they respond to emails, okay? A lot of people are very busy. A lot of people do the majority of their work via email, so give them time. Be patient where you can. So protect yourself from phishing. We just talked about a phishing email. Getting an email that says, I'm from the IT department and can you give me your username and password? Again, you're never going to want to do that, okay? But the emails will look like they're coming from college staff, from our technical support department called ITS, or someone legitimate, okay? There's also ones where they're going to come out and say, hey, you can work from home and earn a lot of money. Be careful of those. All that stuff, including, hey, your account got hacked or your account's scheduled for cancellation. Please provide your username and password. Be very careful with those. And if you're ever wondering, ask someone else, okay? You can also ask our ITS department. So make sure, again, that you look at these. If you get one, I want to encourage you to forward it on to abuse@cocc.edu. The reason for this is you are helping other people that may be getting the same email, okay? If it's coming from an @cocc.edu account, our ITS department can track that down, can get that username and password changed so that those stop immediately. And also, if it's one that's going to a lot of users, they're going to be able to block it before it goes to any more users. So again, just remember, if it doesn't look safe, forward it to abuse@cocc.edu. So let's talk about Canvas, which is our learning management system. Now, even if you're in an in-person class, you can expect that you will use Canvas for certain aspects of a course. Definitely if you're in an online or a remote or a hybrid, you will use Canvas, okay? So access through the COCC student login, that's one way to do it. Once you get there, you could save that as a tab in your browser. You'll see this icon down here, okay? And, instructors may use Canvas differently, just as they teach differently. So don't expect because one instructor has everything in Canvas that the other instructor will. This is no different than having one boss and moving on to another. We all do things differently, and we end up having to adapt. So dashboard, when we look at Canvas, which I'm going to log you here in just a minute and show you a detailed class, first screen, once you log in with that single sign-on authority login that you have, you'll go to the dashboard. It's going to list your classes, okay? All courses, you've got a list of all courses should you choose. Again, I'm going through this quickly because I want to jump into my course and show you what a course is going to look like. Modules is most likely where you're going to spend the majority of your time. There are notifications and announcements, so you'll want to make sure you're checking notifications and announcements daily for all of your classes because instructors don't always communicate via email for everything. They will use Canvas to communicate as well. There is a calendar. The great thing with the calendar is you can select all of your classes and see all of the due dates and particular deliverable dates for all of your classes. So this is a great place to go on a regular basis to make sure that you're turning in all the homework by due dates, doing quizzes, all that good stuff. Inbox, there is an inbox, so there's a little quote-unquote email system in there as well. Talk to your instructor, find out if they want you to communicate via this communication mechanism or email, or maybe they accept both. So you'll want to check that as well. If you have a new mail in your box, it's going to show up with a number. You're definitely going to want to look at grades. There's a great grade book in there, and instructors will put comments as to homework and grades. You can make sure that you're doing well in the course. And of course, if you have any questions, just ask your instructors. There are a ton of help in here, okay? So notice within the Canvas section, you're going to find resources, you're going to find help, all leading to help you be successful, not only with Canvas, but with success as being a student here at Central Oregon Community College. Also, there is a Canvas student app. You can download that for iOS and Android. That's nice. Again, announcements will come, reminders will come. You can even do some basic coursework right from your smartphone. So let's stop right there and jump into a Canvas course. So as mentioned, the easiest way to get to Canvas as a student is to come up here. You'll hit the student login. You'll hit Canvas, and it'll take you to Canvas. It's going to use that single sign-on authority, and you're going to be logged into Canvas. Now remember, what we're going to be looking at here is the more of the instructor view, but I'm going to jump in as a student so you can see what you would see. The interface is the same here, so these are all of the courses that I'm either teaching or have taught, and these would be the courses that you're registered in. So you will click on a course, and once we get into that course, I'm going to select Student View so that we can take a look at this. This is what you will see. So normally when you come into a course, you'll be in the home section. Any new announcements are going to be published here, so you're going to want to check those. I would suggest on a daily basis and at an absolute minimum every other work day, okay? Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can go to announcements. I actually have a link right to my Zoom office for office hours for my students. So if they click on this, it opens up Zoom for them, gets them right in there. I've got a link to the textbook and then modules. So modules is where you're going to spend most of your time, okay? Now, again, remember that different instructors create modules differently. Some instructors will create modules for each work week. So as you can see here, I have a module for each work week, and they step through everything here. And as they step through, once they've clicked and looked at the material inside of this page or inside of a folder, it gives them a green check mark. They know where they left off, okay? So again, this is what a typical course might look like, but again, some instructors will do modules by chapter or by section within either an ebook, a regular textbook, or e-learning software that you may use for courses. Remember, there was that inbox, so you have the inbox. If I had something new, there'll be a number here telling me how many I have new. Here is that resource page. Again, folks, a lot of great resources both for Canvas and for student success, getting help, etc. Notice here's help. And there is a tutoring page as well, okay? So you can get all the help you need right from within Canvas. Don't forget, one of the most important things is this calendar. You're going to want to look at this calendar so you can see due dates for courses, all right? Let me go back into courses here. I'll go back into that CIS 120 course. Everything's there. My suggestion is take a little time and look through Canvas and prepare yourself well before the first day so you know the platform and are prepared to start successfully. Since we only have a few slides left, let's go ahead and power through and finish this strong. So your Bobcat web account, you saw me log into that previously. This is where you're going to register for courses. You're going to be able to check your financial aid status. You're going to be able to confirm any tuition payments that need to be made, as well as financial aid money coming back to you. And of course, don't forget that you can also check your final grades, look at your transcript, all that good stuff on your Bobcat account. So when we talk about Office 365, it is free. It includes Word, Excel, PowerPoint. Instructors cannot open other documents. So the campus has committed to using Microsoft Office. And if you're going to ask why, I'll tell you why. Because still the majority of professional businesses use the Office suite worldwide. It still has the dominant market share in productivity suites in business, and that's one of the reasons why we use it. So there is many ways to get into your Office 365 account. I am just going right to Google. I'm typing Office 365 login. I'm going to go ahead and log in real quick. It's probably already going to log me in. Here we are. We'll sign in. It's going to take me out to the single sign-on authority, and I am right here ready to go. So what I want to show you is I'm going to quickly go into my account here. And from here, I can come down to Office Apps. So I can do this on pretty much any device. I can do this on a Mac. I can do it on PC. You'll find the apps in the particular app stores on your phone. From here, I can choose and install Office locally to my computer, and I highly suggest that you do that. So again, if you need more help with that, you can find a bunch of videos out on the web, also in that support on how to do that. You have access to a thing called OneDrive, and OneDrive is basically cloud storage. It's like having your own personal hard drive on the internet that you can access from anywhere. I suggest that instead of using thumb drives, which can get lost or get stolen, this is a great place to put all of your homework. Why, you might ask? Well, because I can access my OneDrive on my Android phone, on my Mac, on an iPhone, on a PC, and even on some Linux devices. So, sign up for COCC alerts as well. We have an alert system that will go to your phone, so if a campus is closed, say for weather, or other emergencies, or just I think it was last year, we had a little storm. It knocked the power out on just 2 of the buildings, and they were able to notify students that classes in those buildings would be canceled until they got the power restored. So you definitely want to sign up for that. You'll find that again on the student page at the COCC main website. Go to student and you can sign up. There is student tech support. I would go ahead and note this. You'll find some great technical support there as it pertains to all the technology we use. And yes, students, COCC does have their own app. You can download that app from the App Store, Google Play. You can look at your class schedule, campus maps, grades, Bobcat web account access, academic calendar, what's my next day off, campus directory, and computer lab hours. All right, folks, well, that's it. I want to thank you for spending the time and in investing your time in watching all of these videos. We'll do another one on growth mindset, kind of get your mind going, talk about some things. I hope you'll join me for that. But if not, good luck, reach out. Remember, we're here to help, and we want to see you succeed. Take care and have a great day and great experience at Central Oregon Community College.